How's it going, everybody? It's Pride here, and today I'm bringing you guys a little Elden Ring leak. You know, a little something here. It's not every day that I'm late to these type of things, but apparently this was released at the time of making this video. It is October 2nd. This was released on October 1st, less than 24 hours ago. So from what I've gathered, and I've kind of glanced at it, it looks like there was some type of info leak on Reddit. I have not seen the type of info that was leaked, so I kind of want to look over it at the same time with you guys. So I'm excited. Here we go. Okay, so it seems like it was a Reddit post from this ex-Hanzo guy, so I guess this was the actual original post. And apparently this was a second batch of info, but it looks like it is currently gone. It was removed probably by the guy himself. So right away, instantly giving us a apparently release date of April 2020. Now, it doesn't take a genius to know that that's around the time From Software likes releasing pretty much every single one of their games. If you see here, you know, the big games that we know, like all the Dark Souls series, they pretty much release all of those always within a 4-month period. January, it's not likely. February, maybe. But March and April are the two big months where they pretty much released all the games that we know. Dark Souls 2, March. Scholar of the First Sin, even February. Dark Souls 1, September. Bloodborne, March. Dark Souls 3, March. Sekiro, March. So I feel like pretty much everybody kind of hoped that we would maybe see something around that date. As that date has gotten closer, I feel like people have thought maybe it's less likely to happen. But apparently it says that the first gameplay footage will be shown at this year's Game Awards. Now, 100%, I am under the impression that we are going to get something at the Game Awards. I didn't really think it was going to be gameplay footage. I thought most likely a trailer, being that it is December. But then I also kind of thought to myself, like, man, if they release the first trailer, right? If they release the first trailer in December for the Game Awards, that only leaves 2, 3, 4 months maybe for promotion and stuff. I guess that's not too unlikely, but you'd think they want more, right? Considering they pretty much have done one thing, and that was release that small teaser for E3, and then they've done nothing. They've had no info, no screenshots. You know, they had an interview with Miyazaki, and that's about it. But it's definitely not a crazy thing to think, oh, this is going to be coming out April of 2020. It's possible, and it's still most likely my prediction of when the game's going to come out, within, you know, March, April, or May. So this ex-Hanzo guy in the Reddit post also posted some things saying that the combat system was going to be apparently a cross between the Soul series and Sekiro. We did get that info in Miyazaki's interview. I believe it was Miyazaki or George R. R. Martin. It was one of those two. I'm pretty sure it was Miyazaki. I even made a video on it a couple months back, where he himself said that the combat, while not exactly like Dark Souls, could be considered something like a Souls-like. We got some bullet points here. It says most of the combat is built upon foundation of the Soul series, so that's something we knew about already. The powers you get from the bosses are integrated to combos, like the prosthetic in Sekiro, but for all weapons. Alright, so that's interesting. That's definitely something that seems a little weird. I don't know how I feel about that one. I'm going to be honest. So obviously I know what he means. You know, there's certain things in Sekiro you can buy certain moves. But this is saying that each boss you kill is going to give you interchangeable moves. You know, I don't know if that means that you're going to be able to swap them out. I don't know if you're going to be able to stack them up. But I guess we can go ahead and move on. Some of those can be used in the open world to open new paths, much like Zelda. Alright, you know, that's not too far out there. Even in Sekiro, we had situations like that. For example, you have to get the ninjutsu art where you could basically turn the guy into a doll, where he makes the kite fly up, and then you have to kind of run to the other side to take the kite to the other side of the mountain. You know, we had similar things like that in Sekiro as well, so that's not too far-fetched. FP bar probably means focus point, you know, like in Dark Souls 3. Is used, and it is part of the new burn mechanic. Using these powers burns your arms until they become ashes. Your arms can also be cut by enemies if burned to a certain degree. You can use mechanical arms as a weaker replacement. What the hell? That is a super weird mechanic. I guess you could kind of, let's just say it's fake, right? You always got to take these leaks with a grain of salt. Let's just say this is fake. I feel like this is something you could come up with by just seeing this picture, because clearly in the teaser, the character is kind of putting this arm on, but it doesn't look like a false arm. You could see that it's kind of part of the armor, and her actual arm, I guess it is kind of getting a little bit burnt. Huh. Weird. Okay, interesting. Sounds cool. Sounds weird. Limbs are dropped by enemies, but only some can be used as replacements for your arm. Most of the others are rotten or already burned. They can also be offered to covenants. So apparently this game has covenants now. But what the hell do the arms have anything to do with it? I guess we'll maybe find out if this is true. Resting at specific altar fully recovers your your arms. So your arms are basically your Estus at this point. I'm gonna be chugging so many damn arms fighting all these bosses. They better at least make it like Dark Souls 2, where you're slower when you're putting your new arm on. Don't make it like Dark Souls 3. Chugging that arm will be way too fast. It's gonna be hard to backstab in PvP. Stealth kills allow to recover a bit from the burns. So are you just like in a constant state of burning no matter what? So it said that the powers are what make you burn, and it makes your arms burn. There's weapons in the game, so you could just like never use these abilities. I'm guessing they're powerful. Now we move to the speculating part, saying that this is maybe real. You know, we're just kind of going back and forth. I'm looking at it from both angles, all right? I'm not being too much on either side. I wrote this. Specific skills like crouch, swim, dive, power stance. Oh, power stand, huh? Dash, crafting herbs, magic, dual wield, parry, deflect, climb, hiding in the environment, faith, drain, roll, super armor, high jump, awareness, knowledge. So apparently all those are specific skills. Specific skills like skill trees with different paths. The skills attributed depends on your starting class. You obtain some skills during the game depending on your build by using skill points. So apparently this is saying that a bunch of things are basically unlocked through a skill tree. And stuff like crouching and swimming and power stancing and parrying apparently are not like you just have them. So you have to actually unlock a skill to parry, actually unlock a skill to deflect, unlock a skill to crouch. That sounds weird. So how big would this skill tree be? And apparently it says there's different paths, and each one of these, I'm guessing, you gotta have specific builds for them. So if you want a super armor, which may be hyper armor, a big poise build, you can't do stuff like swim and dive or something. Your arms are a new mechanic as well. There is a hand command. You have to sheath your weapon to use the hand command. Interrupters, levers, rocks, push rocks, inspect the walls, and manually push blocks by using both the joystick and the grab command. No indication to what you can or can't grab/push. By that I mean no text when you stand in front of a lever to activate it. That is weird. That is definitely weird, but it looks like that might be pretty much all that was leaked. Like always with these type of leaks, you always gotta kind of look at it most likely like it's not true. Sure, there have been things that have been real in the past, but I feel like those small times where they've actually been real is probably like 10%. Most likely less than that. I don't exactly know why this person deleted his actual original post. It does say second batch of info, but I'm guessing the website put all the info together. It's definitely interesting. I always enjoy me some good leaks, especially from stuff that I'm looking forward to very much, like Elden Ring. But let's see, the big things, the big takeaways, of course, the April 2020 release date, which I feel like for the most part is something that a lot of people, including myself, are speculating. First gameplay will be shown at the Game Awards. I thought most likely something would be shown at the Game Awards. Being that, Sekiro, we had the very first teaser trailer at the Game Awards, followed up by like a year later releasing something. But even with the April 2020, I for some reason also, I was like half and half, like, oh, this will probably come out 2020 early, following the schedule. And then the other half of me thought they might actually break their cycle of yearly releases with this game. I don't know, I thought maybe we might get Sekiro DLC in 2020 and then this game in 2021. I was kind of on the fence with both of those. I would love to hear what you guys think. This weird arm burn mechanic, which honestly sounds odd. We kind of knew the fact that the combat was going to be sort of similar to the Soul series. Miyazaki did confirm that himself. But a game like Sekiro for sure is going to change that. Sekiro's combat, in my opinion, was probably the best of the Soul series so far. Soulsborne Ekido series, excuse me if I don't say it correctly, people will yell at me. There's no way they wouldn't take at least some things from that game's fantastic combat and just like leave it behind. I'll definitely be on the lookout for more of this, man. For now, it looks like this is about all we have. But either way, man, I always have fun looking at these. I don't know if other people do as well, just because, you know, I feel like no matter what, when we get the game, all of these we'll be able to look back at them and be like, oh, some of these were actually true. Or they were just complete bullshit, way off, complete lies. No matter what, it's always fun. But that's going to be it for the video today. I apologize there wasn't more. I hope you guys weren't looking for more. Just something very small. But that is going to be it for the video. Does this actually hype you guys more for Elden Ring? I guess it's something, right? Like, we don't have any info, interviews, trailers, nothing. All we really have to look forward to is the possibility that we might get something at Tokyo Game Show, or we might get something at the Game Awards. I'm thinking more towards Game Awards, but let me know what you guys think. I hope you guys have a good night, and I'll see you all next time. Peace, everybody.